ice cream van's here. Do you want anything? A 99. Got it. Hey, can I have George Michael? What are you doing here? Hui! Well, now that Agent 47's got that unpleasantness out of the way, let's get on with the review. This is Hitman Absolution for the Xbox 360, and my name's Doon. So obviously, this is a sequel to the much-loved series, and the last game being Hitman Blood Money, which was released in 2006, which it's 6 years old. Not a huge amount of time, but as far as video games go, it's pretty long. It's like longer than the dinosaurs ruled the earth in video game terms. Now, I imagine the gap's obviously got something to do with Eidos Interactive going under, belly up, whatever you want to call it. They used to produce the game, and they were bought out by Square Enix. So this game's now published by Square Enix and developed by IO Interactive. Now the graphics are really nice, sort of like a stylized look to it, not quite lifelike, sort of they've gone for a cartoony look, which is true of the Hitman series. I think going back to the first one always had a quite characterized look to it, which I think is fine. That's a stylistic choice. This is me after knocking out a gardener and stealing his costume. There's a new feature where you can hold or the bumper button and you can blend in, which basically is the Tipsy's hat. Not a bad idea, quite nice. Obviously, if this was real life, I think that bloke back there would have been like, "John, mate, you've gone bald." But you know, it works.
It's not prostate cancer. I could kiss you. I mean, that's great news. Oh, man, you made my day. Yeah, thanks, Doc. Yeah. Man, I thought I was a goner. Yeah. Doc, I gotta run. Duty calls, and thank you so much. You have a nice day, too. Yeah, bye. Woo! Man, no one can piss on this day.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it? But yeah, that's typical Hitman humour, sort of dark humour. The main point in the game is to sneak around, incapacitate people where needed, or like in this bit, steal people's clothes so that you can blend in and sneak past. Bit of a shame that I come across a glitch. I went upstairs to get sleeping tablets so I could drug the security guard's coffee, and when I come back down, there was the chef back with his clothes, fully awake. Pretty annoying. But anyway, a reload later, and here we are, coffee laced with sleeping pills, and the head of security now feeling a bit worse for wears after drinking it. The whole point is to get the card off him so he can get through a door upstairs to assassinate the main target, and here I am, like a ninja. He's got no idea that it was me, the random bald guy who's now dressed as the chef.
Cramps. I need to sit. Just for a moment. No one's gonna know.
And there he goes, off like a baby. I wish I fell asleep that quick. If you like stealth games, you're gonna love this game. There's no getting away from that. Personally, I'm not really a fan of stealth games, so I struggle a little bit to enjoy the game, but the graphics are good, the ideas are clever. You always have a huge scope for how you assassinate and deal with the targets in the levels, which is really nice. Something that the Hitman games, I suppose, have always done quite well. Now, in the previous games, you had a map system, and that's how you sort of circumvented the guards and navigated the map. But in this game, you no longer have a map, and you have a sort of a sixth sense where you press the bumper button and it brings up, I think you saw it earlier, like a ghost sort of view. You can see through walls, see where targets are heading and where they've come from. So yeah, that's quite good. It works quite well, and it adds an extra element to the game. I'm not a huge fan of the Hitman games. I'm not sure how much has actually been added since the last game, to be honest. I seem to remember to be able to drag bodies about and hide them, swap clothes, pick up weapons, drop weapons. I think maybe it's the distraction system might be new, where you can throw items down in order to turn guards' backs to you, and then you can sneak past them. But I don't think that, to be fair, without sounding too harsh, Not a vast improvement on the previous game, more of the same, which I guess if you are a fan of Hitman, you're not going to have a problem with that at all. This level that we're seeing here now is the second level, which is kind of like the Mardi Gras level from the previous game. It's very open and there's a lot of crowd that you can mingle and walk amongst. It's quite nice, better than the previous game. The crowd doesn't feel as gimmicky. This was a really nice level, and I hoped really that the rest of the game would be kind of like this, in terms of this level is quite open-aired, it's quite open world, you can go where you want, at what pace you want to do things at. Although the rest of the game does, like I said previously, have quite a varied way of killing your targets per level. This is the only level that I thought that felt quite so open-ended and free. The rest of the levels are fairly restrictive at times with closed environments. But something, again, to be said about the game that's a positive is the sound design's really good. When you are walking amongst the crowd, you hear conversations going on in the background, and it really adds to the ambience, it must be said. So good job, IO Interactive. And here's me now, basically getting sick of the stealth of the game and just going on a good rampage, which I often do in the Hitman series. Run round, shooting innocent engineers, porters and maids the like, until somebody shoots me dead, eventually.
Make 'em bleed!
And of course, this game is rated 18, for obvious reasons. You might notice there's something I've not touched on, the numbers in the top left corner. There's a rating system in the game that runs constantly, and basically what it does is it tracks what you do, whether it be good or bad, and it adds or subtracts from your overall score on the level, which then allows you to compare your score to your friends and worldwide. So another bit of replay there, you can try and get the highest score and send your messages to your friends and get a bit of competition going, if you have any friends, that is. And this is another example of a set piece. There are some moments where it's not fully, full on stealth, and you have to run around from an exploding building and stuff. It's quite nice. Again, it showcases the graphics and that going on. I'm not sure if that R was meant to mean something there subliminally, but this was just another ball ache level where I got spotted around every corner. So I stole a police officer's uniform and decided to go on a rampage. You guessed it. Nice graphics again. The attention to detail is really cool with the candles and that there. And this guy's running off trying to flush his cannabis down the toilet. Something I noticed when I was watching this video afterwards was obviously the toilet is blocked because of what his actions, and it's flooded the toilet there. Quite a nice little feature there. Some moments of the gunplay is quite nice. It seems like whenever you have a shotgun, that's like the most fun that I've had in the game. The pistols are a little bit insubstantial. You just got shot twice in the back, yet he continues to run away like a champion. A bit of fisticuffs going on, bit of QTE, like Shenmue, for those that have played Shenmue. Yes, oh shit. So in summary, great sound, great graphics, good gameplay if you like stealth em ups. Great amount of replayability, again, if you're into that sort of thing and you want to see different ways of doing it. It's for a Metal Gear Solid fan, or a Splinter Cell fan, basically. Not for me, I'm more into me shoot 'em ups and me fighting games. Hope you've enjoyed the review, and I'll leave you with a classic Doon moment, spying on a lady from a closet. Oh yes.